So there's a moment when you're healing stress that you suddenly become aware of what you've lost. And this is quite a hard moment. And it's not just one moment. It can unfold. It can become a gradual understanding of what it is you lost through stress. And again, stress is something that you're normally born into. It's something that's been passed on generation to generation. And because you're not aware of it, it becomes your normal. And it's only when you start to heal from stress that you understand what it is you've really lost. It can be years of you. It can be years of peace and joy and exploring your own potential, who you really are. And it gets lost in a disconnect, in a belief in struggle, a belief in stress actually, a belief in sacrifice, a belief in life is hard. And yes, life can be hard. There are always moments that are going to be challenging. But when you're born into stress, that becomes your default in some way. And when you wake up to the truth as you start to heal stress, you understand that actually you have choice, that you're not the victim of circumstances. You can start to make choices, conscious choices, where the stress that you've been experiencing has disconnected you from that potential, that you have choice. And this is your personal power. So that's one thing that you lose with stress, your personal power, your right to choose, your ability to choose. But that's also the benefit of healing stress. You start to see, yes, I do have choice, I can choose. And you understand that you've lost joy, because if you're stressed, you can't really be joyful. Stress detracts from joy, from feeling at peace, from feeling free, creatively, in every way actually, free to be you. And so there's a moment and an understanding progressively of what you've lost through stress. But that's why it's all the more important, and I feel this deeply personally, it's all the more important to choose to be intentional as you start to heal, as you start to understand that you have choice, and that what you have lost, there's a grieving, there's an anger. I felt very angry when I understood what I'd lost through stress. I felt very sad, and it's important to acknowledge this and to express it. But then there's a choice. There's always a choice as you understand what it is you're experiencing, as you bring consciousness to what it is you're experiencing, whether it's the healing that you need, the discomfort from stress, but it's also, what is it you would choose? You've lost so much perhaps through experiencing that generational stress that gets passed on. What is it you choose now? I choose joy. I choose joy every single day, because I know I have choice, because I know that I can change my experience, because yes, life can be hard sometimes, there are challenges, but I know I can choose how I respond to these challenges, and that changes everything. And each day I get up, no matter how I'm feeling, and I choose joy, because I know that being joyful is a state where stress doesn't exist. And as I heal stress, and I'm making these conscious choices, no matter what it is I'm experiencing, I know I'm moving closer to that joy that I lost as a kid, and that potential to explore who I am, to choose life, to allow life to choose me. And that's, sorry, there's a plane going overhead. And it's so important. It's bringing an intentionality, it's bringing choice back into the play, back into your life, because that's what you lose in stress. You don't realize you have a choice, because you're in that pattern, you're in that overwhelm, you're in firefighting modes, survival, struggle, And it's just what you've inherited, it's what you've been born into. And it's not until you start to heal, to wake up to the potential of something new, that you can start to choose. I choose joy. And it's what I start in my 6-week Alchemy of Stress. It's with an intention. What does a life without stress feel like to you? And again, we're each on very, very unique journeys in life. Everything we've experienced to this point is unique. We are unique. And it's coming back to that. It's coming back to you, your authentic expression. Who are you? What do you choose? What lights you up? What brings you joy? Because, if we're not choosing joy, what are we choosing? And it's only because we've been in that pattern of no choice, of feeling powerless, of feeling overwhelmed, that we've been stuck in some way. And it's this that kind of liberates you from that pattern of being stuck in those reactive cycles. And that's why every day I get up and I choose joy. And more, I experience joy. I hope that's clear in the posts that I'm sharing, and that I'm not just talking about healing stress. I'm showing you that it is possible. And I wish that for you. I truly, truly wish that for you. And it's a beautiful world we live in, despite the chaos, despite what's happening around the world. It is a beautiful place. It's full of beautiful people. And I believe in a life full of joy. I believe in that. I have to, because I can see what I've lost through stress, and I don't want to lose another day. So I thought I'd share that with you today. A little bit of a different post, but let me know what you think and share your experiences. Leave me comments if you want. And as always, if you're interested in exploring more, there are more details in the description box. I'm sending you so much love, so much joy, and I look forward to seeing you in the next post.